presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We gonna take it by storm?
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
Yeah.
holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Create the perfect relationship between you and your body. Treat your body with all love, honor, gratitude, and respect. When you make it a goal to adore your body and accept yourself completely, you'll learn to have the perfect relationship with anyone else you are with. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 501. NASDAQ is up 428. S&Ps are up 85. That's a gain inside the NASDAQ, folks, of 3.8%. S&P's 2.8, Dow Industrials 1.8. Gold contract down $10, trading $1,900 even. We get the silver contract off 38 cents, $23.95 an ounce. Light sweet crude, that caught a bid out here, up $1.37, $39.03 a barrel. Notes and bonds. That was the biggest movers out here. Well, they're all, price spread-wise, notes and bonds. 10-year note right now up 28.6, 138.31. 30-year up 2.5 at 174.18. If we get over, let's take a look at both of them. We'll go to the 10-year first, and we take a look at the 10-year. When you're going to see from last night till today, folks, okay, this is one extraordinary move. You have the 10-year. We traded to a low last night of 137.20 to a high of 139.01. You're at 138.31. You are inside of the August 28th area, which is 138.18. The 30-year, when you see this, this is like phenomenal, folks. You got to remember something. Bonds trade, 1 point is $1,000. It's very tough to get 1 point any day. Last night, the 10-year, the 30-year went 5 points, folks. We went from a price point of a low out here of 170.07 to 175.03. The August 28th level is 173.16. You're at 174.17. And what is that saying, folks? That's saying that, guess what? No matter what stimulus we were talking about, we had started, Republicans had started at 500 million. Democrats were like 3.2 billion. No, trillion, right? Yeah, 500 million, 500 billion, 3.2 trillion. It finally got down to the point is that the 1.9 trillion versus like 2 point something trillion. Guess what? You can cut all those in half now, folks. That's what the bond market is saying. It's going to be a skimpy stimulus if, in fact, any type of stimulus gets done at all. That's what that bond market is saying, actually screaming. King dollar. King dollar's down 140 ticks, trading 93.413. Let's go over and take a look at King dollar. What we have with King dollar out here. King dollar right now, last night, goes topside, gets up to 94.302, gives it up in spades once again. And I mean gives it up in spades. Bottom line, you're at 93.415. That is saying King dollar once again is going to try to go for the lower end of this consolidation. We've been in this consolidation, folks, since July 31st. The dollar was a straight move down since March. 101 all the way down to the price point of 91,746. We'll see how this baby shakes out. But right now, that's exactly where it wants to go. We take a look at some of the... Oh, here, let me show you this, because this is... the ETF structures. The way the ETF structures are set up is this, folks. We have the SPY is doing 90 million shares. I suspect we're going to close somewhere like where we are. I don't expect this to give it up into the close. You get 90 million shares traded. There's no doubt that what you have out here, you get the markets comfortable with no matter who is winning out here. That's what this is showing more than anything. More than likely, the market is comfortable with basically nothing's going to get done. That it's going to be a locked deal, meaning that the Senate is one way, the presidency is another way, the House the House is still Democratic. That's the bottom line. Gridlock. Gridlock is the name of the game out here. That's what it looks like. And the market's saying, hey, I'm cool with gridlock. So what we have out here is that you have the swing high that's out there since the October 12th level, and that more than likely can get hit. Now, the high of that, rather the low of that, is 349.06. And what markets love to do is they love to hit the lows of that when they're doing a counter trend bounce. What will happen, I expect, is this. Is that when you have a day with this much energy taken out of the marketplace, more than likely what we'll see tomorrow is that you'll see, I suspect, some kind of an up market. Volume contracts dramatically again, and you'll probably be testing the lows of the last high. If we take a look at the Qs, the lows of the last high are 289.67, 47 rather, 289.47. So what we have here is that you already hit 288.77. You do have an expansion of volume. We've done 60 million shares. That being said, you're going into that 79 million shares, which is an up day, as well as your downdraft of 110. So that's telling me, and if you're watching Tiger TV, what you're going to see, you can see that there was a big uptick on volume when we did go up there. And I remember that very well because what ends up happening, that day had looked like that you were just going to go to the moon. And it looked like it was going to rip apart the highs that had been projected, and then all of a sudden the next day go sideways a bit, and then just gave it up, straight down. So bottom line, you have some volume in the ETF structures. What you do not have is that you don't have overall volume. Right now in the NYSE, we're only doing 641 million. That'll end up doing 900 million or something. A bigger one, though, is going to be in the composite. In the composite right now, you're at 2.7 billion. Bottom line, yeah, you're going to do 3.5 or something, but 3.5 in the composite, when you have the composite up almost 4%, folks, that baby, or 3.85 right now, has been as high as 4%. That baby should be just ripping beyond belief. But we'll see where the whole thing ends up shaking out. We take a look at some of the higher volume equities in this marketplace out here. Apple's the leader, up $4.50. You get Uber Technologies. They had a court case go with them. Well, actually, it was the election. There was an amendment in California. Bottom line, Uber won it. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 446. You get the NASDAQ up 415. S&Ps are up 80. Inside the NDX 100, the strength versus the weakness out here. You have, this is a monster move. Biogen, folks, Biogen up 39%, $97 with Biogen. This came out right at the open out here today to stop the stock intraday. Bottom line is that the FDA come out and supported their Alzheimer's drug. So bottom line, we opened up at 253. Right now, you're trading at 344. That's been quite a ride too, by the way. When they pulled it, the bottom line, it went south. That's a couple of years ago. So that's the leader out there inside the NASDAQ. You get DocuSign, it's up 11%. You get PDD up 11%. You get NetEase up 8.1. Taken away from it, Fox is the weak one on the way down. That's down 6.7%. You got Pace Car off 3%, and you got Walgreens Boots down 2.8%. Inside the Dow Industrials, what do we have inside the Dow Industrials? Strength versus weakness. I'm surprised anything is red inside the Dow, but we actually do have Caterpillar. Caterpillar's putting 78 negative points in. You got 3M putting 31, JP Morgan 18, and Dow DuPont 16. So there's big numbers there. United Health is the big winner. United Health is putting everything, and not everything, but a huge amount, 224 points. Out of the 435 is United Health. Salesforce 88. Microsoft 65, that's had quite a move, man. That's up $9. That's up $10 right now. Amgen up 64 positive points. Home Depot 50. If we go take a look at United Health, you're going to see United Health is up 10%. Look at that move. Holy cow. Let me just see something. Yeah, that's a monster ABC up, man. This is pretty intense. This is probably going to be on a monthly, too. Yeah, it'll be on a monthly also. So you take a look at United Health. This is pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, bottom line is that it's fast, furious, and big numbers. There's no doubt about that. We go over and we take a look at the NQs right now. So let's take a look at these NQs. The NQs got up to 11,839. Right now, you're $100 off of that, which, by the way, would make sense. It's not that's you go up that much, folks. Okay, you can give back a bit. When we take a look at this, let's see what we have. So the last time, I always love this when you get a day like today. Okay, so the last time that we had any volume on the way up is right there, which is 11,722. So that's going to be your first place on the way back that you want to keep your eye on. 11,722. Yeah, this is so funny. And the last bar, we just hit 728. And you can see it quite clearly. That's the bar from 10 o'clock this morning. We had two monster bars on the way up. E-minis, let's go take a look at the E-minis out here. The high of today was 34.80. It's 40 points higher. It's pretty intense. And more than likely, we're going to see the same type of phenomenon. Now, what's going to be interesting here, oh, this is interesting already. So check this out. So the E-minis actually just broke the number that it actually shouldn't break, which is 3444. We're at 3439. That is the same bar, okay? That's where you had the expansion on the way up. You can see, if you want to really start learning things about price and volume, you can see that's the last time you had volume on the way up. You go all the way up to 3480. You get 42,000 contracts at that level. You tested that at 26,000, and then you start moving down and you start picking up some volume. 42,000 on the way down. That was at 10 past 1. At 40 past 1, 20 minutes of 2, 36,000. These two little bars here, we have some juice in them. So the number to keep your eye on is that 3 points higher than where the S&P is right now. Because if the bottom line is that if this builds too much cause at this particular point at the 3444, that can get right back to 3422 in about a heartbeat. And that would be pretty weird, actually, because that would get you back to 10 o'clock this morning. And that would be still a great up day. But what you would have there is that you'd have a spike higher. You'd have a give up of half the S&P points, and a give up of half the S&P points out where it's at. My take when looking at this market, you're still in a downtrend in a monster way too. This is a counter trend bounce in a market that wants lower, and these are the types of bounces that you actually get in that type of market. What I do expect, as when I started the program off though, what I expect is that you are going to try to get to the lows of the last high, and I expect we're going to try to do that tomorrow. And just let me just give you that date. So if you're looking at your own charts, the date you want to keep your eye on is going to be the 12th of October. My take is that we're going to get to the lows of that day. We got very close to them, but the bottom line is that most times that's what markets love to do, particularly when you get a fast counter trend bounce. Because, see, that's what that was on the 12th also. We crawled up little. If you remember, you were trading the 12th. That day of the 12th, it looked like it could just go to the moon. I mean, and then guess what? That was the last hurrah. Last hurrah for a couple of weeks. Let's put it that way. We get a question out here. Let's see about. Where's the gold question? Whoops. Hold on. There it is. Okay, so if the election takes more than a few days to resolve, won't this tank the equity and gold markets? No. The markets have already talked, folks, okay? The markets could care less if it's Trump or Biden. That's what's going on right here. What the markets evidently got real comfortable with is that it's not going to be a Democratic Senate. So now you're going to have gridlock. That's what it looks like out here. What the market also talked about in spades, like the biggest thing that I would say that we see in this market right here is that, let me tell you something, the stimulus, I hope you don't have a restaurant, folks, or something like that. You really need money, because that stimulus is gone. The shot was out there. I just don't see it, because the bond market flat out is saying that we're right back in the higher range again. That's the bottom line. So that's going to mean less trillions going out of the marketplace. Now, you go to the gold market. The gold market already has acceleration on the way up. We already had Newmont take out in spades its downtrend. And this is, I would say, in the gold market, this is one of the biggest deals. You have the largest gold company in the world. It ripped apart the downtrend from its highs of August. That's telling me that, guess what, man? We're going topside. And the physical gold market itself is coming up to that trend line. And today is really a good sign, meaning that we're coming up to the trend line. You came up to this trend line with 278,000 contracts. That's monster contract volume. Not monster. It's great contract volume. And it's exactly what we needed as you're going up to the trend line. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 429. You get the Nasdaq up 411. S&Ps are up 78. And election-wise, we got a lot happening, folks. Okay, so just in that break there, it looks like the Trump campaign is going to say they won Pennsylvania, simultaneously basically going to court to stop the vote in Pennsylvania. The popular vote at this point, so this is, there's no doubt, we know that the amount of people that voted is extraordinary. Right now, popular vote-wise, you got... let's see, what do we got? You got 70.5 million for Biden, and you got 67.8 for Trump. Not that that matters, because it's all about the electoral vote. You have Wisconsin has basically, that's unofficially, but the bottom line, the votes are counted. That went in Biden's corner. And let's see, there's one in here that's pretty wild, man. Meaning that he's got to be flipped out at Fox News because, yeah, there it is right here, Arizona. So the Trump campaign plans to dispatch a team to Arizona to monitor the state's vote count. That being said, is that you had the Associated Press and Fox News declaring Biden the winner. You know, there's 93,000 votes, so there's no one a winner until every vote is counted. But I'm sure the president's totally flipped out on that one. And, you know, we're going to have recounts. There's no doubt about that. Most of the states, folks, what ends up happening is that if you're within 1%, you get a recount. And the recount, bottom line, does not officially, you know, all these campaigns come out and say they can contest it, they can say whatever they want to say. That has nothing to do with legally how it works. It's 10 days after the vote is done. That is when the attorneys can basically get in there and ask for the recount. And they'll get the recount. The recount's not a big deal. Recount is the recount. You know, we'll see where the rest of this is going to go. Market-wise, it's telling me that, you know, as I said, the only thing that's telling me right now is that the stimulus is either not going to happen or it's going to be really small. Because this move, well, even let's go look at the TLT. You'll see they all moved. This was an extraordinary move. TLT is up 340. Came down, you know, this was making its way down into that June 5th area and then just took off like a rocket ship. You know, we've been talking about the 10-year yield. Well, the yield got right back to 0.76. Yesterday it was at 0.89. The last 60 days, 90 days. The low for 90 days was 0.5%, 0.50. The high, 0.59. Now, what's going to get intriguing here is this, is that the Federal Reserve has their meeting Wednesday. No, today's Wednesday, right? What day's today? Wednesday, yeah. So the Federal Reserve has their meeting tomorrow. Now, the Federal Reserve flat out is going to really understand that move in the bond market that, okay, stimulus is going to be skimpy. Now the question is, can and will the Federal Reserve put any more juice in the marketplace? And number one, what can they put in the marketplace? You know, so you get a lot of moving parts here, folks. And I would say that the moving parts now going forward have to do with how do you get the economy going? How do you keep it going? How do we not stay not closed? You know, if it basically the plane business, I don't know what the plane business is going to do. I can tell you that. Because we can fly, but no one's flying. So you have two different issues inside of the plane business. And this is what's really important to understand in business in general. That you can have places open. Like in Florida, folks, almost everything's open. Okay? And what does happen is this. The places that have always done really well, they are doing good. There's no doubt about that. What has happened, however, is that the second tier down, those are the folks that are having trouble in an extraordinary way. Because what you have is that they're open, they can do business, they can do all of the above, but guess what? The people are not going out to them. That is the same with the hotel situation. You know, we got a couple beautiful hotels down here. I was talking to one of them today. I was talking to the Vinoy. There's plenty of people that, you know, that know the Vinoy. And the bottom line is that the Vinoy, full service, beautiful place right on the water. Well, they basically have not geared up for full service, period. Their staff, they're still at half staff. I was talking about, you know, basically what's going on inside the hotel. Well, they don't have enough business to gear up for full-blown business, and that's a big number. You know, let's go, actually, let's go take a look at Marriott, because Marriott is a flag carrier. Marriott is at 97.62. Now, Marriott, business-wise, this is a great business, because what happens is that they're not putting the dollars up to create all these hotels. They're just taking a fee out of the hotels. And you can see, even when you're looking at their numbers, first quarter, $4.7 billion. Second quarter, $1.5. Now, they're going to be looking to go up to 2.2, but at 2.2, they're missing $3 billion with the B every 90 days. That is one monster number, man. And they don't see any daylight until the last quarter. So they're speculating on the last quarter of this year, they will come back into a profit. We'll see if that's the case. And if we take a look at this on a little bit larger basis, let's see what we got. It's not that bad, actually. It's not. It came down hard. It came down from 153. 2 months it got to 114. You're right. You're right where you're actually trading in October of 2017. So, there's a lot more that are a lot worse than that. There's no doubt about it. Let's go take a look at American Airlines. Because the airline structure, what I see in the airline structure is where I started this whole conversation out, is that we all can fly. The bottom line is that you can fly, but if you can't get into states, what are you going to do? Bottom line, I'd love to fly up to Boston right now. Guess what? If I fly into Boston, I believe I'm going to be a 14-day quarantine. It ain't going to happen, right? 14 days, man. I don't think I've ever I've probably taken out 14 days once or twice in my life. So we get locked in a room. Well, as long as we got a computer and a trading platform and I guess a mic, we're all right. But I'm not going to be locked in a room for 14 days, folks. So my point is this: the airlines are in tough shape because even when folks do want to go somewhere, the question is that when you get off the other side of it, what are you going to do? And of course, what has happened and kicking into the winter, you can't do anything. Dow Industrials right now, 430. NASDAQ is up 414. You got the S&P's up by 77. Notes and bonds are the number out here. And King Dollar, I expect what we're going to see out here next couple of days. King Dollar is going to be running after this low. Right now, you're at 93,441. And, that thing is getting weaker. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's up 423, Nasdaq up 412, S&P's up 78. Let's go to our man, Market 4 Collins. What's happening, brother?
Hey, Tom. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing good.
So
I wanted to look at a couple stocks that are reporting after the close.
Okay.
Get your thoughts. Zynga, ZNGA, and if you have time, IO.
Yeah, this is a blast from the past, huh? Zynga, right?
Yeah, they do Words with Friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the low's $5.65 for the year. The high's $10.69. Look at this. It looks like they make money, too. How about this? Okay, so they take in $626 million. Oh, this is going to be, they're going back to making money. They plan on making 9 cents. They're certainly growing, 17% and 28%.
We got an ABC up running right now.
They do. They do, man. Yeah, that's game. You know, the B point's 972. You get your A at 810, so a $1.60 gets you, 10.50, right?
Yeah, which is right near the last swing high with volume, so that's my goal.
And what Mark just brought up here, this is so cool when you get this, folks, okay? So you just heard him say his goal is where the volume is, and it's so cool when you get an ABC structure up or down, and then with the number gets you right where the volume is. Yeah, I like the setup, man. You know, that's going to be interesting. So
find out in an hour or so, or less. Actually, probably less. And then take a look at IO. It's kind of peeking its head up in the last hour here, and they report after the close too.
Okay, so let's see what this is. This is IO Geophysical. Geophysical Technology Services Solutions for the Global and Gas Industry. Okay. So they look to take in $26 million. So this company, what this company is going to be looking for fundamentally, folks, is not to lose as much as the market thinks they're going to lose, or as they've told the market they're going to lose. No doubt. So, last year at this time they're taking in $53 million. 5 years ago, they were taking in $78 million. Man, these things have got killed. Holy cow. So,
tested the lows, got some high volume spikes. Kind of more of a crapshoot, but it had some volume in the last hour, and it reports after the close. So it might be someone just trying to get out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with this one. Yeah. I see the spikes, but this has been a one-way trip. You know what I mean? You get that one. We had a spike the week of the 8th of May, 161 to 436, closed at 260. Another spike, June 12th, and then you had one few months ago. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that one. Hey, what did you end up doing with Canopy?
I'm in it.
Good. Okay. I'm in
it.
Yeah.
Low 18s, and on a weekly, it's going to have volume for the ABC up, but I don't like what's going on today. What do you think?
I think you're still good. And the reason that he would say that he doesn't like what's going on today, and I may not like what's going on today, folks, is that you have, like when we broke topside, you broke topside with that 15.7 million. You have 14.5 on the other side of that, and we have come down It looks like we're 14.7 right now, so that volume still is heavy. The setup still's not bad. It didn't make the lowest swing mark, which is that 1811.
Yeah, it's holding some trend lines that I've been drawing, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
And what you have here is this. So picture. This is a cool one, folks, in the aspect of the correlation of how the Senate is set up versus the House. Because what we have had right across the country last night is that the states that wanted to legalize pot, it went overwhelmingly, okay, to do that. That being said, this thing is not going to get wide open until they basically, meaning the hypocrites inside the government, turn around and say that, okay, guess what? We got to fast forward from 1970. That's when 1970, folks, that's when they made that pot as bad as heroin. And I guess cocaine's not, cocaine, which is one of the worst drugs in the world, folks, actually is class B, I think. It's not as bad as supposedly pot. That being said, what I think we're going to have, Mark, is this. The amount of states that need money is extraordinary.
Right.
So the states are going to start, all they have to do is, well, you're from Colorado, right? Yeah. All they have to do is, all they have to do is look at what Colorado's taking in, what these other states are taking in taxes, and they're going to go along for the ride, for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to see it hold 19 today, but it's right on the edge.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. And, my take on these equities is just like the gold stocks, Mark. What you really have to do, folks, okay, is you have to take less risk, meaning with your dollars, and more risk with the assumption of what's going to happen, because the pot business is a macro deal. Do you know what I'm saying? It really is. It's like, okay, man, this is on. The game is on. It's just a matter of when that, it's going to basically be legal everywhere. And, if you take that, this is a stock that used to trade at $1.79. They're going to make money.
I think they report on the 9th, so that's like next Monday, so it'll be interesting.
It will. And they're looking, because the last time it was low. Well, what they come in with? 119. They're looking for 119 million in 90 days, and they're looking to lose 40 cents to the bottom line. I think what ended up happening is that, like a lot of these companies, folks, they just start growing too much. I suspect what's going to happen inside that business anyway, it's going to be a brand business, man. And I think Canopy's one of the best ones out there because of the fact they got Constellation Brands behind them. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And as we go forward, you're going to see, there's going to be basically marijuana in everything, folks. Not everything, but it's going to be a lot more than, it's going to be drinks and pills and, whatever else the medical community can come up with as the aspect of that this is going forward. So, okay.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for your time.
You have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Thank you.
877-927-6648. That's interesting. Boom. Okay, so let's take a look at Boom. B-O-O-M. Let's see what this is. Gotta love our tigers and tigresses out here. Boom. Okay, so they operate a technology company. It offers collaboration, research, development, other services. That doesn't tell me a lot. Yeah, you have to tell me what this is, Dan. Okay. Some kind of carbon steel, right? Okay, so let's just look at it anyway. It's $35.37. The low's $20. The high's $54. It's trading $35. Oil and gas services. Oh, I see. Okay. And you had a spike here a couple of days ago. Yeah, you're in a consolidation. You can see, though, when you're pushing it to the top here, man, there's not enough juice pushing it to this top. You're pushing in with 500,000 versus a million at that swing. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com and hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com. Then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 427. You get the NASDAQ up 440. S&Ps are up 80. And we take a look at that indice volume out here again. We have the volume inside the ETF structures. NYSE just doesn't have it. 939 million. You'll end up doing 950 or something. That is not a big number. Composite, we're at 3.1. We'll do about 3.5. It's not bad. And the X100, you'll see the difference here when we take a look at the Qs. Qs and the SPYs. The Qs are doing 67 million, which is nice, okay? Bottom line, you're going up into the swing point that has 79. So what I expect we're going to see out here tomorrow is you'll see a little bit higher price. You're going to get a contraction of volume from today. You get into the lows of the high, which is that 289 number. The high is 297. I don't expect you're going to get to that whole high because when you have a day like today, folks, it takes huge amounts of energy out of the marketplace. That's what it does. So most of the time, even if you're going higher, what ends up happening, you do a sideways deal, you go slightly higher. The real question is, do you tag it? I want these numbers tagged, because when they tag, that's when you get the test happening. And the SPY, 107 million, you're going into 80 up there. Okay, so you can see that differential is a big differential. So the SPY is saying 349 is game, and it should be because we hit 347.94 today. That's how that. But that being said, guess what? On the way down, we came down with 148. So you're talking about big numbers out here. And number-wise, inside the elections, this is going to go on for, I suspect, another 24, 48 hours. The suits will go on for a while. But, you know, the bottom line is that the suits in general, well, what you're going to have, the recounts in general are going to be there. No two ways about it. You know, when you take a look at Wisconsin, the governor, which is really conservative out there, Walker, bottom line, you know, he already said that he doesn't see 20,000 votes being made up. 300, 400, yeah, maybe. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Great show, 8:30.